set for the second game of the afternoon for Team ND as they take on Team Wisconsin. North Dakota falling to the Minnesota Walleye earlier this morning in a very early game at 7:15, 2-0. Had a large break in between there, so we hope the girls are mentally prepared for this afternoon's game. 23 minutes on the clock, 2 teams, 2 refs, 1 puck, ready to be tossed around for the next 46 minutes. We want to thank everybody for watching today's broadcast. We will let you know in a few moments who the starters will be for North Dakota. Starting in net for North Dakota is going to be number 30, Carly Dungeon. Defensively, they're going to have Peyton Swenson along with Charlie McLean. And for the forwards, they're going to have Ashton Bernstein, Ellie Savoda, and Isla Untz as the center. This weekend's games are brought to you by the podcast Crosscheck. Checking in with Christ, checking in with hockey. As Wisconsin wins a face-off, gets it off the boards. Untz picked up 3-on-2 coming into the zone. Down the left side, Wisconsin gets a shot, goes off the pads, and McLean goes to the end boards. Wisconsin behind the net of Dungeon. Picked up by Untz. She's got it all by herself behind the net. Cutting to the middle, knocked off the puck. Slot area taken away by Swearingen. McLean coming in to help out. Untz pushing that one forward behind her net. Gets it up to Savoda. Savoda's going to try and chip it. She gets held up at the half wall on the near side as North Dakota is traveling from left to right on your dial. Wisconsin able to hold that one in. Gets it to the slot area. Backhanding into the skates. Untz gets it out. And Savoda's on the forecheck. Will she have the speed to win the race to the loose puck? Wisconsin sends it over D. Now behind the net. Cutting in on it. Hansen gets a stick on it. Wisconsin tries to backhand that in front of the net. Goes off the stick into the corner. It's whimmed around to the far side. Hansen with it on the far wall. Gets it deep into the Wisconsin zone. 21:30 remaining in the first period. As I should say halves maybe. They have 2 halves here at 23 minutes. Greenocker is going to pick the puck up in her own zone. Able to get that up to Lippert. To Hansen. Cross the blue line. Into the shot on net. And that one's turned aside by the Wisconsin goalie. Nice play by Smith behind the net. She carries it into the corner. Wisconsin regains possession of the puck. Smith's there to knock it loose. And Wisconsin trying to get that one out. Elseth with a nice anticipation of that pass. Tried to get a screenshot. Bouncing puck makes it all the way to the net. And Elseth not quite able to hold on to it as Smith comes in there to knock that one away from Wisconsin. Battle along the near boards. And Wisconsin able to get it out, but it's going to come to the stick of Greenocker. It's going to get behind her. Now there's a race to win it to the loose puck. Nice job by Greenocker to get back on that one and hold her player up. Head and shoulders difference as Dungeon does a nice job as Wisconsin tries to shove that through the 5-hole on 2 occasions, and she says, no way, no how, I have the door closed. Mazigian coming in, trying to battle behind the net. Wisconsin try to get it out, but they fan on the pass. That's going to go the length of the ice for an icing call with 20:09 remaining. Face off to the right side of Wisconsin goalie. 2-on-0 coming in on it. Grinacher, nice save by Dungeon. She slides across the crease and is able to make the save on a 2-on-0. In a pressure situation, Carly Dungeon coming up big in the 20 minutes remaining in the period to keep it a scoreless game. Shot coming, glove saved by Dungeon with 19:30 remaining in this first period. For those of you not familiar with this type of play of hockey, we only have 2 periods, 2 halves. They do not go a full 3 periods. Savoda able to poke that one behind the D. Picked up by Wisconsin off the stick of Grinacher. She's going to put on the brakes and get it to... as Savoda gets it. McLean into her skates, tries to get it into the zone. She's able to do so. Not deep enough as Wisconsin's able to pick up the loose puck. Nice job by Savoda to stand her man up as Unz gets the puck. Out there with Bernstein. Bernstein is trying to battle along the far boards with the puck right at the center line. Wisconsin comes out with it. Down the left side, Wisconsin has it, trying to get around Grinacher. And Dungeon able to close the door down low with 18:43 remaining. Face off to the right side of Dungeon. Face off won by North Dakota. Centering pass off the skate of Savoda. Bernstein gets it to Savoda. Cutting to the middle. Savoda has Bernstein with her. Savoda with a shot on the ice. That's wide of the net, just off to the left side as Bernstein collects the puck in the corner. She's working down low with Savoda, and Wisconsin is going to get possession of the loose puck. And they're going to kick it out to Unz as Swearingen tries to bat that one forward. Wisconsin hits it down deep into the zone. Elseth is headed off at the pass for the puck. Wisconsin still has it at their boards right at the bench. Poke checked away by Elseth. Up to Savoda. Tries to get it up to Unz. Off her skates. And it's going to come to the near side for Swearingen. North Dakota getting a line change. Swearingen cutting to the middle, trying to split the D. Not able to do so as Smith tries to hold that one in. Wisconsin coming on a 2-on-0. Smith coming back on the back check. Coming in, and a nice save by the defense of Smith as she was going toward the net, and Dungeon was just out of position a little bit. Wisconsin taking a shot on there, and Smith able to get her stick on it and knock it away to keep it a scoreless game. Cutting to the middle is Hansen. Off, getting hooked to Anna, right there in front. Oh, nice save by the Wisconsin goalie. As Smith was right there to tap that one in, Hansen was able to make the move. That one had a rebound to it. And Smith not able to capitalize as the goalie was a little out of position on her own from Wisconsin. But she regained it and got back just in time to stop the shot from Smith. Wisconsin with a centering pass picked up by Grinacher. She tries to get it up to Lippert. Lippert tries to push it past the defender. Hits the referee. Stugemeyer with the puck. Hansen with it. Puck taken away as Grinacher steps up to help her out. Hansen a shot from the point inside the blue, outside the blue line, and they're going to get a stoppage in play with 16:13 remaining. North Dakota, the home team on the scoreboard today. Shots are fairly close here in the mid part of the first frame as they are 5-4 in favor of Wisconsin. Winking coming in with Mazigian. Down low, battling with it. Squirting loose into the far corner. Wisconsin's going to pick it up. Lift the puck up high. It's going to go off of McLean's stick. Stugemeyer with it, and Winking trying to get it. Comes loose, goes to the defense for Wisconsin. Intercepted by Mazigian. Now Stugemeyer tries to backhand that off the boards, not able to do so. Picked up by Wisconsin, cutting to the middle. Stepping up is McLean. She pushes that one forward, picked up by the D from Wisconsin. Looks for centering, pass fans on it. As there's a battle along the near boards. Stugemeyer gets knocked off the puck. Nice move by the forward from Wisconsin. With a shot coming. That one, I don't know if Dungeon saw where that one was at, but it went to the end boards. As Stugemeyer is able to get that one out. For an icing. 15-10 remaining in the first period. Face off to the left side of Dungeon. As Savoda gets it around the D. She has Bernstein crashing towards the net. Savoda coming in on the far side, left side, tries to get a shot. That's poke checked away, but she picks it up down below the goal line as it's knocked away by the Wisconsin player. Bernstein trying to hold it into the far corner. Savoda's there to help out. Centering pass off the skates of Unz out to Elseth. She's going to try and shoot that screenshot through traffic. That one goes up and over the net as Grinacher picks it up on the far side. She follows it into the corner. Comes out to the point for Bernstein. And that one's going to get past Grinacher as Elseth's going to pick it up. Unz with the puck. Tries to get it up to Savoda. It's on her backside. Can't see it as she was turning the wrong way. And Wisconsin's able to gain the zone. Coming down the left side. Shot from the face-off circle. And comes out to the point. Wisconsin sends it down low. Grinacher's going to pick it up behind her own net. Pushes it forward to Bernstein. Backhands it. Kind of a blind pass there. Went right to the Wisconsin defender. As Grinacher gains possession. Gets it up to Bernstein. Tries to go off the wall, but it's held in by Wisconsin. Grinacher sends it to the near side. Savoda looking for it as Elseth picks it up. Savoda with it. I think on that play there, a simple D-to-D pass up to the forward would have been the essential pass. Instead of trying to thread the needle, getting it to the other wing. As Unz has it behind her own net, sends it hard to the near side. Held in by Wisconsin. Wisconsin finding out that we're going to try and chip it off the wall. As Savoda chips that one down, we're going to have an icing coming up on North Dakota. 12:53 remaining in the first period. Score 0-0. Wisconsin on top of shots on goal, 5-4. We want to thank everybody for watching today's game. As the face-off is going to be to the left side of Dungeon. Smith trying to hold that in. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it wasn't wet offsides. I couldn't quite see as that one trickled over the blue line and back for an offside. So the face-off taking place outside the zone. North Dakota gains the zone. Smith putting on the brakes, looking for a centering pass in front. Hansen's there, comes out to the point for Swearingen. She's going to shoot that one. Use a 60-degree wedge on that one from the blue line, trying to chip it on the green. Still out there. Change to her 52. Hansen working along the near boards. As that one comes out, held in by Smith. Nice punch move by the Wisconsin player. Kind of tricked Hansen there a little bit. Gave her a little bit extra time. She could send that one out and we get an icing call. Face off to the left side of Wisconsin's goalie. As Winking's ready to take the face-off. Run by Wisconsin behind their own net, below the goal line. Out of reach of Mazigian. She puts on the brakes. Winking's there to help out. Winking needs to get on the attack, get her feet moving on that one to help out and not let Wisconsin kind of walk through with it. That one's going to be touched. An icing call coming up on Wisconsin. 11:29 remaining in the first period. As Winking takes the draw. Stugemeyer battling along the boards. Wisconsin gets it behind their own net. Headed off by Mazigian. McLean trying to hold it in, pinching down with Stugemeyer and Winking. As Winking takes it away. Mazigian's there to help her out along the far boards. Elseth on the blue line. They're going to try to pitch that one, go for the Hail Mary pass. They are able to get it up. McLean, oh, nice job by Dungeon to watch that one come into her pads and slide across the crease as it was going with her. And she followed that in, and she guided that out of the net. Offside, Wisconsin. Swearingen trying to knock her man off the puck, falling down as Grinacher into the pads of good save by Dungeon there as it was right on her toes. She was able to hold it and get it into her pads to get a stoppage in play. Face-off won by Wisconsin, out to the point. Unz with it, gets it up to Savoda. She's got to try and win the race, and it's going to... Oh, they're going to wave it off. No icing, as Savoda was on the foot race. And they hold it in with Unz helping out down low with Savoda. Comes out, Wisconsin picks up the loose puck, tries to get a centering pass off her stick. Regains possession coming down the right side. That one's high and wide of the net. As Unz sends it around to the near side. Picked up by Swearingen. Up to Savoda. Savoda looking to center it. Gets it to Bernstein off her skip. Goes the end wards. As Wisconsin picks it up. Catches North Dakota on a line change. Grinacher coming off the bench. Good job getting back in time to help knock that one loose. Savoda centering to Bernstein. Take it away by Wisconsin. 9 minutes remaining in the first period in a scoreless game. McLean doing a nice job playing the bottom, angling her man off. As the puck comes out to the left side at the point, top of the face-off circle. Now into the circle, cutting to the high slot area. And North Dakota is going to get called for icing as Bernstein sends that one the length of the ice. Good afternoon to everybody watching from afar as they support Team North Dakota in their third game of the weekend. Tomorrow we will be back on the ice at 12:15. Hansen trying to chip that one forward. Gets it out, and Wisconsin's going to have to regroup. Lippert's there battling hard against two players. Taken away by Hansen. Over to the far near side to Smith. Off her stick, goes into the corner. Puts on the brakes, gains possession of it. Still has it in Gretzky's office, looking right there for a centering pass. That one's knocked away by the Wisconsin. All the way out, Wisconsin's going to have to regroup. Coleman trying to get it up to Hansen. Push forward by Lippert. And Wisconsin goalie going to get a stoppage in play. Just a few things that I see as a dad coach up here that North Dakota could change to make their game effectively a little bit better. And that's just, we got a 2-on-1 coming as Swearingen's all by herself. She's taking the shooter into the legs of Swearingen. Nice defensive play. She's able to get her skates close together, and that deflects the pass as it's picked up by Winking to Stugemeyer. With some speed has Mazigian coming down the middle side. Stugemeyer shot on net, looked for Mazigian. Just out of reach as Mazigian was looking for the tap in. Ooh, we're going to have a penalty coming up on Winking. A nice save by Dungeon as she gets a glove on it, and that rises up and out of the play as Winking's going to go to the box for 2. Face off to the left side of Dungeon as Oots is going to be out there with Savotas, Elseth, and Granacher. One by Wisconsin, left D. Shot coming. Toe save by Granacher. Excuse me, by Dungeon. Oh, huge save by Dungeon as that was a shot right on top of the crease. And icing on North Dakota. Dungeon playing that puck well as there was no time to react. She was instinctively right where she needed to be on that one. As we have 7 minutes remaining in a scoreless game in the period anyway. Granacher helping Dungeon cover that up. Carly Dungeon playing really well here in the first period. Another good save by Dungeon. Looking through the window to make sure they don't sneak one by her. Sabota just misses the pass. She's going to follow it up. Tries to skate through it. As we have 1:20 remaining on the penalty to Winking. Nice job by Elseth to hold the blue line. Gets it deep. Wisconsin able to get that one out across center ice. They're going to send that deep into the corner. Granacher hard off the boards. Up to Savoda. Just out of reach of Unz. Unz is going to push that one down. They're going to get a line change. Elseth with a nice job, couldn't hold on to it. Dungeon with the save as Wisconsin caught North Dakota on the line change. 33 seconds remaining on the penalty to Winking. Picked up by Wisconsin, shot, save, in behind the end boards. Coleman trying to put the brakes on, knocked away by Wisconsin, comes out to the half wall. As Hansen's able to shovel that one out. Lippert on the forward check. Picked up by Hansen. Gets it up to Lippert. Down the right side. North Dakota almost close to getting too many men as Winking came out of the locker room, out of the penalty box, and the puck went to the boards. Centering pass comes off the skates of a Wisconsin player, picked up by Hansen, gets it up to Lippert, gets around 1D, has another one to beat, going into the far corner. Hansen battling for it, Wisconsin hooking her on that. I don't think Hansen would have hopefully not got the call for that. Lippert with it. Centering pass to Hansen, and that's off her stick, goes into the corner. She's down below the goal line, into the skates of Lippert. She sends that one to the edge of the net. Not much on it, but you never know. Those off-speed pitches can catch a goalie. Catch him off a little bit. Swearingen circling, gets it up to Hansen. Get across the center ice. Cutting to the middle. Still with it. Now to a right-hand shot. Nice save by Wisconsin's goalie. That was a huge rebound. And that comes out. Smith just out of reach of Mazigian. As McLean's battling with Winking for the puck. Winking able to get that out. As Mazigian's on the forward check. Winking shovel it to McLean, off her stick to the wall. Picked up by Williams from Wisconsin. Shot, that one like button hooked Dungeon as I think it hit a stick. Kind of changed direction midair as she was already down. Mazigian coming down the right side. Trying to get it up to Stugelmeyer. Knocked off the puck. Mazigian trying to push it forward. Picked up by Wisconsin. Number 12 from Wisconsin. Trying to cut in on the edges. Swearingen heads her off. Angles her off into the corner. Centering pass. That one gets tipped away. With 2:51 remaining in the first period. Chipped by Mazigian. As Swearingen's battling hard in front of the net. Out to the point. Nice steal by Stugelmeyer. She's got one to beat. Tries to get a centering over to Winking. Stugelmeyer could have probably kept going on that one as Winking would have been heading towards the net. And Dungeon gets the save with 2:23 remaining in this first period. Boone's taking the face off. Referee not checking to see if the goalies are ready as Dungeon's kind of making sure things are all feeling okay in the net, and the Dungeon and the referee drops the puck. Behind the net, Wisconsin has it. Centering pass, tried to do a give and go out to the left point. That's going to hit the skates of Bernstein. As she regains the puck, sends it to the near side, rims it around. Sabota going to try and chip it out. She's able to get it there as Spores from Wisconsin has it. Take it away by Oons. Oons has it down the right side, cutting in. Nice reverse cut there. Gets it to Sabota. Hard off the boards, out to Elseth. She's going to send that deep right to Oons behind the net. That was actually a good pass off the boards to Oons. As Elseth looked and she didn't have anything there, she put it right where Oons was going. As Grinacher does a nice job pinching on the play. And it's held in, sent down low. Bernstein tries to get it out to the point. Picked up by Wisconsin. Sabota on the back check. Wisconsin trying to cut in on Dungeon, not able to do so. Hansen gets it knocked away, 54 seconds remaining in the period. Gets it to Sabota. Just out of Sabota, had another half second. She had Hansen streaking to the middle. Hansen picks it up, gets around one, gets around two. Hansen with it. Anna ends up going to the back wall. Hansen picks it up. Oh, she had Smith right there. If that had been through the legs of the defender, that would have been a good opportunity for North Dakota, but Wisconsin coming back with it. Coleman picked hard off the boards. They're able to get it out. 18 seconds remain in the period. Wisconsin having to regroup. Picked up by Winking. She's going to have to hold on to it. Two North Dakota players hit each other. As 4 seconds. And that's going to be the end of the period. Both teams are going to go to the locker room, all tied up at zeros. With that, we're going to give you the ZamCam and thank everybody for watching, as we will give you 10 minutes of your day to go find your favorite afternoon beverage, adult beverage, that is. Thank you for watching North Dakota Hockey on the YouTube channel Tzanism.
Take advantage of this exceptional offer during the More to Move You sales event.
How long can you pretend to be weak when you're the most dangerous thing in the room? What happens when someone forces you to choose between your cover and someone's life? I found out today. Professor Dell stood in the center of the ring, built like a man whose hobby was breaking people and whose day job was the same thing. 30-second survival test. Any student who lasts 30 seconds against me without using abilities gets a passing grade. Fail, and you're expelled. Students looked at each other. A few took a small step backward without seeming to notice they'd done it.
Welcome back to the ice, Team North Dakota and Wisconsin, as we get ready for the start of the second period in a 0-0 game. I'm your host, Tim Zander, bringing these games to you live on the YouTube channel T-Zanism, a channel created for you, the ones that are not able to make it to these events, or if you live in different states. We want to thank you for supporting the girls as you watch the YouTube channel. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. For those of you anxiously awaiting the dad joke, we'll start this second period off. For those that are new to the broadcast, I don't know if you guys know that I have two watchdogs. They're named Timex and Rolex. Get it? Watchdogs. As my wife just shakes her head at me. Goalie change for Team North Dakota, as Zander is now going to replace Dungeon, who played spectacular in that first period. Boon's taking the draw. She's out there with Bernstein and Savoda. Savoda with it down the left side. Tries to send it deep. Not able to do so. Intercepted by Wisconsin. Boon's trying to get a stick on it. Not able to do so, as Wisconsin's going to cut to the middle. Going up against Swearingen. Nice poke check as Oons comes in with it into her skates. Bats it up to Savoda. Coming down the right side, trying to cut to the middle. Savoda circling around, gets it out to the point for Swearingen. To Savoda at the half wall, far side. Down low shot. That one looked like it might have went off the mask. It's picked up by Granacher. Saved by the Wisconsin goalie. Wisconsin coming out with it. Granacher all by herself. 3-on-1. Now 3-on-2 as Coleman gets back on the ice. That one hits Wisconsin's own player. Bernstein and Savoda coming down the ice, getting across center ice. Savoda trying to get a split to D. Down the left side. Shot. That one's off the end boards. And Bernstein goes down hard at the goal line. Looks like she's okay. Shout out to Kinley Adams, as they were in an accident yesterday. She is not in on the roster today. We just hope everything's okay with them, but we want to well wishes as the team. Thank you for watching from Williston. Thanks for the laughs, Jay. I'm sure you heard that one a few times, but Smith able to get it down in the corner, be picked up by Hansen. She has Lippert out front, right in the slot area. Hansen working with it. Still with it into the corner, gets it to Smith. Centering pass to Lippert. Toe drag it right in front. Loose puck. Oh, how did Wisconsin keep it out of there? She does the splits and keeps it a tie game, as Lippert and Hansen were battling right in front, and she was down in the split. Nice save by Wisconsin. Hansen not able to break the seal on the goal scoring, as she was two opportunities now in the game prior to this, and this one as McLean gets it to Lippert off of her stick, picked up by Wisconsin. Entering the zone, they're going to lift it down deep into the North Dakota territory. Swearingen turns it around, gives it, there's a little bit of a mishap behind the net. And it's taken away by Hansen. Tries to get that up to Smith. And she's going to try and split the D down the right side. Has one in front, shot, glove, save. That one goes behind the net. And Swearingen with it. Cutting to the middle. She's going to lift that in, gain the zone. Turned aside by Wisconsin's goalie. 20 minutes remaining in the game, 0-0 as Smith was battling along the near turnover. We got a tripping coming up on Wisconsin. As Smith gained possession of the puck, she cut to the middle and was tripped up. She would have had a good look right at the face-off circle. As the face-off's going to take place to the right side of Wisconsin's goalie. Elseth with the puck from the point, redirected down by Winking. She's able to get a stick on it. Comes all the way back. Elseth's going to regroup in her own zone. Hits the brakes, pushes it forward to Mazigian. Turnover right in front, getting around, toe dragging. Taken away. Xander with a huge save. That one kind of came off. She was screened a little bit on that. Able to make the pad save. Elseth. And Winking get tied up. Stugemeyer pushes her man down as Elseth gains up to the Winking, up to Mazigian, to Winking, back to Mazigian. To Grenacher. She's going to gain the zone. Wisconsin going to get it out to Grenacher. Able to hold it in. Tries to get it down deep. As Swearingen's going to pick it up. She's going to reverse it around to Unz. Nice job by Swearingen to take her time in center ice to reverse it, to find the open wing on the weak side, instead of trying to force it along the near side wall. 18:25 remaining in the second period. 0-0 is your score. North Dakota on the power play. Take it away by Bernstein. Unz with it, trying to battle in front of the net. She's trying to take on three players as they put the squeeze on and knock the puck away from her. Swearingen with it to this side, near side, to Unz. She puts on the brakes. Take it away by Wisconsin. Over to the right side. Shot coming to Xander. She sends that one into the corner. Take it away. Given to Bernstein. She's going to get checked from behind, but she feels that pressure, gets rid of it over to Savoda on the left side. Coming in, a shot that hits the stick, hits the inboards, comes to the near side now for Bernstein. She sends it around to Savoda off the... Well, she was going to try to go off the wall, but she was held in by Wisconsin. McLean battling. And that one gets on net as Wisconsin's able to get a stoppage and play with 17:21 remaining in the second period. Wisconsin's goalie taking care of some equipment issues real quick. I don't know how many of you guys know this riddle out there, but who can shave 30 times a day and still have a beard? We will give you the answer at the next. We'll give you the answer. I have to make you wait. Gonna make you deal with the suspense of the riddle of who can shave 30 times a day and still have a beard. Wisconsin to the near side, coming in on the backhand. That one's going to get all the way through over to the far wall to a high slot area. That one's going to get out. Lippert on the forward check. And offside. We are going to give you the answer to who can shave 30 times a day and still have a beard. Do you know? You don't know. It's a barber. I know there's some inquiring minds out there that want to know. Wisconsin with the puck. Cross center ice. Elseth looking. Nice look. Just out of reach of Smith. Elseth with a headman pass. Cross ice. Taken away by Hansen. With some speed. Gaining the zone. Try to split the D. Still has the puck. That one gets poke checked away. And Wisconsin sends that the length of the ice with 16:20 remaining for the icing call. Shots on net so far in favor of the Wisconsin, 14-9. Wisconsin whims it around to the near side. Behind their own net. Stugemeyer turns direction out to the point. Swearingen with a shot, tipped in front. It's loose. Wisconsin clearing it out. They're going to say icing. As Stugemeyer and Mazigian were in front battling for the puck. Wisconsin able to get that one out. Faceoff's going to take place down in Wisconsin zone to the right side of their goalie. As a winking. Face-off won by Wisconsin. Backhand into the skates of Stugemeyer with some speed. She has Winking and Mazigian. Stugemeyer to Winking, shot that one wide of the net. Good look like by Stugemeyer as she found Winking, who was able to high stick waved off as North Dakota touched it. Saved by Xander. Wisconsin with it down below the goal line. Out to the point right side. Toe dragged around Stugemeyer. Winking, trying to get her stick on it. Poke checked away by McLean. Coleman with it right in front of Xander. All good help by Mazigian to come down and support as that one was looking like it was going to find the back of the net. And Mazigian able to help out Xander, getting a stick on the loose puck to prevent Wisconsin from batting it in. Wisconsin out to the left point. Redirected in front. Pad saved by Xander. Centering pass. Xander making a huge save. Wisconsin with a good look to the front as they had somebody right on the doorstep. Redirected in front. Xander able to come out and make the save on that one to make it a 0-0 game. 14-11 remaining in regulation. Shots in favor of Wisconsin, 16-10. Thanks for watching, Ryan. That one's up into the netting as that goes off, so Savota's stick. Then we're going to get a face-off to the right side of Wisconsin's goalie. Savota with it, looking for Bernstein in front. Backhand shot by Unz. That's turned aside. Good look like Savota. She was going to go behind the net. She did a reverse pass to Unz, who was standing on the doorstep. And she was able to get a shot on net. Unz with it. Sends it down below the goal line. Bernstein battling for the puck. Wisconsin still with it. Bernstein on the back check. Put the squeeze on. Shot coming. Xander with a glove save. As a Wisconsin player was squeezed out by 3 North Dakota players. And the trailer able to get a shot through traffic. I don't even know if Xander knew it was coming, but she stuck her glove out and was able to nab it out of the air. Hansen sends it around to the near side to Lippert. Wisconsin able to hold it at the defense. Now to the half wall. Chipped away by Lippert. Trying to get it out. Held in by Wisconsin. Now taken away by Hansen. Hansen's out there with Smith. Cutting in on her edges. Hansen coming in. Shot saved. They say it's touched by Swearingen. 2 Wisconsin players on the attack as Coleman goes down to get it. Centering pass taken away by Swearingen. Gaining the zone. To Hansen. She bats it through the legs of a defender. Waiting for the screen of Lippert. That one goes wide of the net. She may have to take that stick to the range and re-sight that one in after that shot. Looked like it was off target just a bit. Lippert bats it out. Wisconsin mishandles it just a little bit. Able to, that lets North Dakota get back on side. Stugemeyer with it. Still with it. Take it away. Now Winking, far side, battling for the puck. Getting held up. Cutting to the middle is Stugemeyer. Down the left side. She's getting hooked from behind. No call. Winking battling for it. Off her stick, picked up by Wisconsin. Alseth with a nice anticipation coming up. Xander with a nice save as she comes out of her net to make the save. My heart's pounding. Face off to the left side of Xander. 11 minutes remaining. Winking wins the draw. Take it away. Grenacher bats that one behind the net. Smart play. Shot coming, redirected. That one gets wide of the net. That one, a couple players let that one go through. Shot coming, and nice save by Xander. That's loose puck. Xander's got to get back. No stick in her hand. Battle along the near boards. Winking, batting the stick back to Xander. She's still not able to reach down. Now gets kicked further away from her. Grenacher's trying to get it to her. Nice play by Grenacher to help Xander out. Picked up by Stugemeyer. She looks over her shoulder. She's going to try and gain the zone. Wisconsin's going to rub her off the puck. She gets it deep. 10 minutes remaining. Leg save by Xander. To the near side for Savoda, far side. Up to Mazigian, back to Savoda, getting across center ice. 1-on-5, Savoda battling for it. Nice pick by Savoda. She takes the pocket, picks the pocket, gets it to Unz. Yeah, it's just close. And Wisconsin coming back on the attack down the right side. Poke checked away by Coleman. That one hits Xander up high, comes straight down in front of her, but defense clears that out. You clearly hear that one come off the lid as Coleman was looking to give that one to Savoda. Just a little too hard on the pass. 9 minutes remaining. Who will be the hero? Taken away by North Dakota. Unz has it, loses it. Wisconsin trying to come in on it, looking for the backhand. Out to the point on the left side. Mishandled, has to regain possession. Allowing time for Bernstein to get back to help out. North Dakota split the seas there. Wisconsin able to walk right in. Savoda with some speed. Knocked away by the Wisconsin player. Savoda picks up the loose puck. Poke checked away. Unz trying to poke that one away. Picked up by McLean. Nobody to help. Poke checked away by McLean as she was kind of caught a little bit deep, but she's able to get back. Unz coming to the middle. Grinocker able to hold that one. We got a 2-on-0. Coming McLean with it. Coming in on Xander. Xander! Oh, Wisconsin gets a shot as Wisconsin able to get by the D and beat Xander glove side to make it 1-0. Smith with it. Far side. Tries to get it up to Lippert. Off the stick of a Wisconsin player. As Hansen and Lippert are down in the corner battling for it. Wisconsin able to get it out. Poke checked away by McLean. They're going to say offside. Kind of a weak whistle there with 7:21 remaining. Wisconsin up by 1. Good afternoon for everybody checking in this afternoon to watch North Dakota play against Wisconsin. North Dakota will be back on the ice tomorrow at 12:15 p.m. for their 4th and final game of the weekend. Next weekend's games will not be televised. I will be with my son for his Team ND events. Lippert with the puck, cutting to the middle. Finds Hansen. Somebody right down and low. That's Smith. Looked like Hansen was going to shoot it there. Look for a redirect from Hansen. From Smith. But that hits somebody. Hansen still with it. Good stick work by Hansen to Smith. Looking for the give and go. Right there off the skates. And Hansen pushed into, that is Lippert pushed hard into the net. Face off to the right, left side. of the Wisconsin goalie. Won by North Dakota. Coleman off the skates of a Wisconsin player, but she's able to get that back down deep. Winking on the attack. Sends it over to the far side for Stugelmeyer. Not able to hold it in. They chip it around. She's battling along the puck. Cutting to the middle. Stugelmeyer to Mazigian. And a nice play by the Wisconsin goalie, as Stugelmeyer was able to find the stick of Mazigian. Hoping to shove it 5-hole on that one, and the Wisconsin goalie closing up the pads. 6 minutes remaining in regulation. 1-0 is the score. North Dakota's trailing. McLean trying to get there. She's able to hold the zone. Wisconsin gets it out to the near side. To Xander, off her pads to Stugelmeyer. 3-on-2. Stugelmeyer with the pass, goes off the stick of Wisconsin. They turn the other way. They got to get by McLean. They get by Coleman. Xander coming out of her net to play that one. Gets it to Winking. McLean with it. And that one's off the stick of Mazigian. They're going to say no touch on that one. Mazigian on the forecheck. Svoboda picks it up on the near boards. Centering pass right in front. Loose puck. Grinacher coming up. She's going to push that forward. Trying to find the stick of Svoboda. Not able to do so as Grinacher tries to play it at the blue line. Not able to hold it in. North Dakota's going to have to regroup. Swearingen knocked off the puck. Referee unfortunately knocked down. Oh, picked up by Oons. She tries to get a shot. Right, Oons right there. Nothing. And nice play by the goalie from Wisconsin. That one hits a body in front. They don't say or blow the whistle. Wisconsin with its centering pass. Picked up by Swearingen. Hard off the boards. As Wisconsin picks it up with 4 minutes remaining in regulation, Bernstein trying to get help from Svoboda. They're able to hit the right wing. Take it away by Elseth. Picked up by Oons. To Bernstein. Into traffic. Turning it around. Out to the point. Can't get there. Will Elseth hold it in? No, she's not able to. She regains possession. Gets it up to Winking, who's tripped up. We got a penalty coming up. We need the extra attacker. Xander going to the net. Shot. Save. Bernstein still with it, but it's touched up for a penalty. Gonna get a tripping call coming up on Wisconsin. 3.5 remaining in regulation. 1-0. All right, family members, let's get those rally caps going and get this game tied. Get those lucky rabbit's feet out there, whatever you use, to bring North Dakota their first goal of the game. Gonna have a timeout, Team ND. Team ND is head coached by Bob Gillen, assisted by Max Stockard. Wisconsin getting a goal as they were able to win the race to the loose puck, getting behind the defense of North Dakota. Xander coming out of her net to play the puck. Was unfortunately beat glove side to make it 1-0. Face off down in in the Wisconsin zone. They have Voda out there with Lippert and Hansen. Lippert tries to backhand it to Hansen. She's trying to tie her man up. Xander's still in the net. Picked up by Hansen. They try to send it off the wall. Going to come out to Coleman. They have Hansen in front. Shot. That goes off the pads and into the corner of a Wisconsin player. Out to Coleman. Shot. Redirect in front. That goes to the far corner. Sabota on the attack. Wisconsin gaining the zone. Shot coming. That one goes up over Xander. Savota's going to get it on the far side. 2:30 remaining. Xander still in net. Savota coming down the left side. Right in front, up and on the pads of the Wisconsin goalie, and we get a stoppage in play. As Savota tried to get that to Lippert. Trying to go the short side on that Wisconsin goalie. They pull Xander. 6 on 5 for the remaining 2:30. Can North Dakota pull off a goal? In regulation, Hansen gets it to Savota. To Untz. Picked up by Savota. Has Hansen on the far side, held in by Swearingen at the point. Swearingen looking like she was going to lay up a swat by in front. And Wisconsin clearing out the net as Swearingen looked like she was going to load that one up, was able to get it to Savota. It's a good play by Swearingen at the point. 2:08 remaining in regulation. Hansen stepping in. Wins the draw forward. Right in front. And it covered by Wisconsin's goalie. Hansen again for the face-off, won by Savota. Out to the... It looked like she was going to go to the point. Empty net at the other end. Lippert cuts the man off. Picked up by Wisconsin. They're going to try and send that one down, but it's turned away by Elseth. 1:48 remaining. Elseth with some speed. Untz setting the pick. Elseth still has it. In her feet. Wisconsin's going to send it out of the zone. North Dakota has to regroup. Swearingen down in her own zone to get it. High off the boards. Picked up by Untz. To Savota. Back to Untz. Centering pass to Hansen. Shot. That one goes off the goalie into the corner. 1:18 remaining. Hansen down low. Backhands it to Lippert. Centering pass to Untz. Don't know where the puck's at. It's in the far corner. Hansen has it. Empty net at the other end. Up to Elseth. That one gets blocked. Hansen has it. 1 minute remaining. Oh, she had Savota on the weak side. Comes out to McLean, out to the point. That one's going to get out. North Dakota's going to have to regroup with 47 seconds remaining. Hansen cutting to the middle. To Elseth, to Savota Hansen. Shot and a goal! North Dakota ties it up with 37 seconds remaining. Savota and Hansen connect to tie the game. Team North Dakota ties it with an empty net with 37 seconds remaining. What an effort in the last 2 minutes by Team North Dakota to keep cycling the puck down low and keeping it down in the offensive zone. Savota and Hansen working their tails off down in the offensive zone to create the scoring opportunity. As that one hits Stugemeyer, 20 seconds remaining. She gets it up to Winking, gets a shot. That one goes wide of the net. Smith comes in. End boards. Off the pads, she tries to go short side. Smart play by Smith there behind the net. And we have 7 seconds remaining. 1 second. And we'll see if that's going to be the end of regulation. Will we go into overtime? No, we will end in a tie as North Dakota battles back from a 1-goal deficit to tie it with 37 seconds remaining in regulation to come out with a tie. What a fun game to watch between two teams. Two evenly matched teams, I should say. As we're going to keep it here for the handshake line and the prayer circle. As we hope that Wisconsin's goalie is okay. She's down on the ice. Hope to keep it here for a second as Wisconsin's goalie is currently down on the ice. Both teams coming together in prayer as we await Wisconsin's goalie. We pray that she can get off the ice okay here. As she was coming into the handshake line, we're not quite sure what happened there. We hope the best for her. I don't know if she got injured during the last minute of play as North Dakota was hounding net. If she came down wrong with that, we want to thank everybody for watching North Dakota hockey. I'm your host, Tim Zanner. We'll be back on the ice tomorrow afternoon at 12:15. Thank you for watching the YouTube channel, T Zanism.